You may have noticed some unique pieces of art adorning barns all across Shawano County.
It's all part of the Shawano County Barn Quilt Project, and Angela Kelly is learning more about it. She joins us now with more. Hi, Ange.
Good morning, everyone. Drive through Shawano County and you will see more than 100 barns decorated with these beautiful pieces of art. They're called barn quilts. And here to tell us more about them is Jim Leuenberger. He got this project started about 1.5 years ago. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning.
First, explain what a barn quilt is.
A barn quilt is 2 4x8 sheets of plywood that are painted with a quilt pattern, and they are mounted on a barn. So that's why they're called barn quilts. It's just essentially a quilt pattern on a barn.
And you and your wife Irene actually make these in the basement of the Chamber of Commerce building in Shawano. How do you make them, and why did you get involved?
Well, I got involved because it was something to do for the community, I thought. But as far as making them, we come up with patterns. We have a book that has a lot of patterns in it. When I meet with sponsors to pick out a pattern, then we decide what colors we want and what the pattern is going to look like. And then we go ahead and lay them out and paint them.
How much do they cost?
It's only $200 to sponsor a quilt. My wife and I actually volunteer our time to paint them. But the $200 covers the cost of the paint and the plywood and for putting them up.
Okay, and so the one that you're looking at now belongs to Randy and Mary Bohm. They live about 3 miles just right outside of Shawano, and beautiful design, obviously very patriotic. Why did you choose to go that route?
Good morning. We chose that design because we wanted something on the barn that could be seen from the highway, and we wanted something that would be patriotic. We thought when we first purchased the building that we'd put something either on the barn or on the silo. And Jim came and talked to us, and we immediately hit on the flag design, and that's what we decided to do then.
I know one important aspect of this whole project is to make sure that some old and historic barns in this county stay preserved. What do you know about your barn? And I mean, it's pretty old, right?
I think this barn was built in the early 1900s. It's probably over 100 years old. When you go back and think about the heritage of the building and how it was constructed and the tools and the equipment that they had to build it, it's really a big task that they got this done. And when you look at some of the barns in the area, you just kind of try to figure out how they got it done because they didn't have all the equipment that we had like we do today.
Mm-hmm. Mary, why don't you tell me a little bit about the response that you've received from the community since putting one of these quilts up?
Well, whenever we go anywhere, there's always someone talking about these barn quilts now because there's so many of them and so many people have seen ours. And we actually used a picture of this in our Christmas card this year. So all our friends have received that. Mm-hmm. And it's just a great project.
It is, and you can tell it's really bringing a sense of community here to Shawano County. Thank you all for joining us this morning. We will toss it back to you.